All right, Smooth. Let's hit another question real quick, bro. This is beautiful. I fuck with the conversation. All right. Quick backstory on this clip. It comes from a coaching call that I hosted in my Discord. I had everybody that was new to the game come through, ask questions, and then we answered them as a team. So that's what you're about to see. However, I want to add on to the answer that I gave here. So definitely just watch the whole fucking thing so you can see my today answer as well. But like, subscribe, all that shit. Let's get into it and watch the whole shit, bro. All right, look, this was an easy one. He typed this word for word, you know what I'm saying? Actually, I'm going to copy paste it because I don't want to read it and y'all think I sound illiterate. Bro said, I need getting rugged when buying dips. How do I avoid this more? He probably meant to say, I keep getting rugged when buying dips. Fair. Look, I got the answer for you, gang. You want to not get rugged when you're buying the dip. So, for one, in my head, you know, if that was me, it's probably because you have bullish signals on the way up, and then it starts to come down, it starts to dip type shit. Okay, so you're like, oh shit, you know, this is a good price, right? I respect that. However, you have to continue to check the boxes when that shit is dipping. You know what I'm saying? Because you validated the coin on the way up. It's bullish, right? It's going up, so you're like, okay, I like this coin. I'm gonna sit here, watch the chart, but it starts to come down on that dip. Nigga, don't forget about your checks that you did when you first came in. They have to continue to check the boxes, if that makes sense. So, how do you avoid it? My advice would be to, bro, never forget the fundamentals. You know, if you see the, and for example, the holder count. If the holder count was going up crazy type shit when you were looking at it and it was bullish and it starts to dip, on that dip, if that shit just starts coming down crazy too and you see holders are just fucking jeeting out of the chart, nigga, you have to take that into account. But also, last thing I'll say, until anybody else might want to add on, but to avoid getting rugged when you're buying the dips, you should only be buying the dip if you are confident that you will be able to sell at a higher price than you bought. Obviously, but what I mean by that is having conviction this play will go back up. Right? It's all about the conviction. And how do you get conviction? Having your checklist and knowing, damn, this is checking every fucking box, is gonna send. Type shit. But I feel that's a rather basic answer, but I mean, buying the dips is how you get a good price. Don't forget, you still gotta check your boxes, gang. Alright, so I just want to add on to my answer a little bit more because it was rather basic. It's still completely fucking valid. But I do have a video on an example of me actually buying the dip, like a great example of when you should buy the dip. However, to the main question I was asked here, how can you avoid getting rugged when buying the fucking dip? I really want to say, bro, my bad, distracted. But study the difference between a coin dipping and a coin dying, right? We know these coins all fucking die eventually. In, you know, the space that we're in, of course. So you need to know and decide within yourself, is this just a dip or is this literally the dip of death for this coin, the point of no return, right? So I know I'll instantly get the question, well, how can you tell the difference between a dip and the death of the coin, right? And so, different from what I already said in the answer that I gave, a good example would be you have to be tapped in, bro. What do I mean by that? You checked all the boxes to get into the coin. And a specific example is you're in the Telegram. Telegram had 60 people when you first bought in, right? Now it has 80 people or some shit. However, what if the dev is in there fudding his own project? Like he just jumped in and he's fudding it now. If you're in the Telegram and you're hearing this shit and you start to see the dip, okay, you can know that it might be more than likely this bitch is about to die because you're tapped in. However, if you're not tapped into the Telegram, the Twitter or the pump fund comments, then you're looking at it from the outside, and like, oh shit, this is a good dip, not knowing that Dev is funding his own fucking project. So overall, you genuinely need to be tapped in, and you need to continue to check all the boxes off, all the fucking standards and stipulations that got you into the coin to give you more conviction to stay in the coin, but buy the dip. There are so many fucking factors to consider when buying the dip, of course. However, that's as basic as I can be without having like a example right in front of me. So that's why I do want to come back and say, bro, tap into the Discord, tap in with me, ask me questions, bro. I would love to just answer questions all the time. It's just my experience, you know what I'm saying? But regardless, like the fucking video, ask questions in the comment, answer the question for yourself as well. Go back to the original when I read it off, but how would you answer that question? Appreciate y'all. More coaching shit coming out ASAP as well.